There's a certain irony in accusing someone of cheating and even being the main person exposing them, and then you yourself getting caught for cheating as well. It does give a whole new meaning to the phrase, it takes one to know one. Now, the whole concept of cheating in video games is nothing new. As long as video games has existed, there has also been a lot of cheaters. You have seen a lot of cheaters not only in Minecraft speedrunning, but just in speedrunning overall, and also just in the gaming community overall. Now, I don't know what leads people to want to cheat. There has been a variety of different reasons as to why people do it. Some people are just sore losers. Other people just have to be number one no matter what they do. Others have said that the pressures of having to constantly be at the top is too much. And some people are simply just assholes who like to ruin other people's experiences. I don't exactly know what drives people to do the things that they do, but I do know that it is a problem that has existed within the video game space forever now, and I don't realistically see a time where it will no longer be a problem. Now, when it comes to cheating within the video game space, specifically within Minecraft, we obviously don't need to go and look very far. There is one person that has kind of become synonymous when it comes to Minecraft speedrunning and cheating, and obviously that person is Dream. Now, in my opinion, he's not one of the worst offenders when it comes to cheating. I think that there has been a lot worse, and although I'm not here to absolve him of anything, I just think that we have seen a lot worse within the space. Now, by this point, I'm sure that most people know the story of the whole cheating allegations that was levied against Dream. He submitted a run to speedrun.com for verification, and the team almost immediately shut it down. They cited that within the run, some of the things that was happening was simply not possible or almost impossible. Now, Dream for his part obviously immediately denied it. He went on a complete rant on Twitter saying that the people were biased against him, and even went as far as to hire a Harvard professor to try to debunk some of the math that the investigators were putting out there. Now, after a while, he did come to terms with the allegations that was levied against him, and eventually came out saying that, yeah, I did cheat, but it was accidental. He said that he played with certain mobs enabled within the game sometimes just to make it a little bit easier for certain drops to take place, and he does that just so that he doesn't spend all of his time mining, because it can become boring content. But whenever he engages in an official speedrun, he usually turns the mods off, but this time he simply forgot to do it. Now, whether you are going to believe him or not is going to be up to you. There is only one case of him doing it, one example, so it could be a mistake, but at the end of the day, I don't think anybody will ever truly know whether it was intentional or if it was just a simple mistake. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because the person who was front and center in accusing Dream originally was another speedrunner by the name of Minecraft Avenger, which is a stupid name, by the way. I'm just gonna call him Minecraft Avenger, and he was very vocal at the time calling Dream out. Now, it turns out it takes a cheater to know a cheater, because he now himself is front and center when it comes to new cheating allegations that has been levied against him. Now, he himself have been called out for exactly the same thing. The only difference is that his allegations does stretch a little bit further. In fact, I will say a lot further. He's been called out saying that some of his runs are just way too suspicious, and that some of the drops that is happening is just simply not possible at all. Another person, Feinberg, said that his 57-minute run is irrelevant. They say that in the VOD, if you check, there is a minus 290 blacksmith chest, which obtain a total of 769 obsidian, which is an average of 2.65 obsidian per chest. They say the real average is 1.46 obsidian per chest, and the odds of having a 2.65 plus obsidian per chest is a 1 in 27.9 billion. Now, I guess there is a chance that you can be the one in 27.9 billion, but I think it's very obvious that you most likely won't be, especially repeatedly one after the other. Now, I'm not smart enough to break the math down for you. All that I can do is give you an overview, but I would say that the evidence against Minecraft Avenger is very, very damning. Many YouTubers within the speedrunning space has been suspicious of this specific speedrunner for quite some time now. They have said that some of the things that is happening is just simply not possible, and he has been under fire for, I would say, probably the last 2 years now, but nobody really had any concrete evidence as to how exactly he was cheating. In order to determine whether or not the person is cheating does take a lot of extensive research and extensive testing, and those type of things just simply doesn't happen overnight. Now, the reason why so many has been suspicious of this specific speedrunner is the fact that he is on top of the leaderboard for pretty much every speedrun category that there is, and that usually is not possible to do. You would oftentimes find a person at the top of 1 or 2 categories, but it's very rare that you see a person at the top of so many. It does kind of seem like this person has an obsession with wanting to be on top of every leaderboard, and in order to achieve that, maybe there is a few things going on behind the scenes that is not as above board as you would like it to be. Now, over the last 2 years, there has been many people that has been going around testing all of the things that has been happening within the run. Now, the evidence that is against them comes from extensive testing to prove that some of the item combinations that was found in their chest is just simply not possible unless there is serious modification going on. Now, Minecraft Avenger for his part did say that he got banned on speedrun.com because of impossible chests and too good obsidian rates based on a VOD of only 37 minutes. He did say that he apologized, but it is still unclear whether or not he's actually taking responsibility or even admitting to it, because when another person asked how many speedruns he cheated on, he did go on to say that he cheated in none of them. So as of right now, it does seem like he is doubling down a little bit when it comes to the allegations against him. Now, it seems like he is going to go down the dream route and just continue to deny, but the evidence against him is pretty damning. Unfortunately, you cannot fight against basic math, and when you look at the numbers, it just simply doesn't look good for him. You are obviously innocent until proven guilty, but I would say at this point, based on the testing that was done, he does seem pretty guilty. Hopefully in the future he will just come out and admit to it, but I don't see that likely happening. There is really no reason for him to do it. He's always gonna have his fan base that is going to believe him no matter what, and there really isn't too much to gain from coming out and just admitting to the allegations. Again, honestly, I don't know why people choose to cheat. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. You might originally get that little bit of fame, but eventually you are going to get caught, and then the entire community is going to turn against you. So even if you did manage to build up an audience based on the cheating, things like this will ruin your reputation, so it just doesn't seem worth it. If you are not good enough to make it to the top of the leaderboard, putting your reputation on the line is just extremely stupid.